Assalamualaikum everyone and welcome to my third video. I am Nur Yasmin Nabila binti Mazihar from the EC5A and my ID number is IDI 1701017. Today in this video I will be talking about the assumptions of crime from two articles I have chosen, and the two articles are both from Hong Kong. So now I will start talking about the first article, which was published by South China Morning Post and was placed in the Law and Crime segment. The headline of the article is "Father Admits Trying to Kill His 3 Children and Himself with Charcoal." Okay, from what I have read in the article is that the father wanted to commit suicide is because of the unpaid debt and he felt he was burdened with it. And then the father put his children in one room and burned a charcoal to try to kill them all. And the worst of it all, he even told one of his children the burning was for worshipping God or a religious ritual, and the helper of the house was also told that. What I can say from this crime is it is obviously violent because of the attempted murder the father did and of trying to kill all of his 3 children and himself included. And from this article I can say that the crime is perpetrated by someone we know. For example, the children knows their father, and furthermore, who commit the most crime are men. I can say that. For example, in this case, the who commits the crime is a man, the father. And I can also say that the vulnerable victims in this case is victims of this case are children. And lastly, this crime is also soft because the father was arrested later that day. Okay, moving on to the second article. It was also published by South China Morning Post. The headline is "Hong Kong tutor found guilty of kicking, punching and spraying student 10 with detergent." This crime was also committed by someone the victims knows because the tutor was his tutor. Unlike the first article, this crime was committed by a woman, which is the tutor. Okay, so we cannot say that most crime is committed by men because in this article, the tutor is obviously a woman, not a man. And the crime is violent because it includes physical abuse such as punching, kicking, pinching, and the tutor also need the victim in the back, push his head against the table up to 6 times, and the attacks also lasted for 2 hours, which I think is very crazy according to the article. The vulnerable victim of this case is also children because the student was only 10-year old. This crime was not solved because the tutor's employer was still willing to hire her, given she was a responsible teacher. And the student, the 10-year-old student, the victim, also refused to immediately reveal the tutor's identity at the first place because the tutor told him not to. So from these assumptions, I can tell that most crime is violent. The perpetrators of crime are both men and women because for the first article it was a man, and for the second article it was a woman. Furthermore, crime is most often perpetrated by people we are close to and who we know well. The vulnerable victims of crime are children, both in Article 1 and 2. Lastly, not all crimes is solved, because the first article, the case is solved, but not for the article 2. I think that's all from me in this video. Thank you.